We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against it?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their number one goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing, Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, That's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action, now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
Mayfield on play action. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down, Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Mayfield's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Gibson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Right there, 54. Regular.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So timing up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. It's Kelsey on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gibson.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Gibson again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Hawkins. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent gain, 35 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Now they'll run on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Brandon Sheriff, the all-pro guard, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And Thomas has it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike, 55.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's going to be a long day.
Once more, Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll try to run with Gibson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. Playing off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half.